Hello, baseball fans. I have absolutely nothing fun to say about this baseball game, so let's get right into it. That's Carlos Carrasco on the hill for Atlanta. Runners on first and second. Make that bases loaded in the bottom of the first as Brandon Nimmo draws the walk, and Pete Alonso ropes that one into center field to immediately put the Mets up 2-0. Love to see it. Great way to get things going. Let's keep them going. Starling Marte now. Runners still on first and second. He's going to draw that full count walk to reload the bases for Cedric Mullins, who's going to take that one into right field. Caught by Eli White at his shoe tops, but Brandon Nimmo smartly tags up at third, scores another run to bring the Mets up to 3-0. The Braves, however, think he might have left early, so they appeal over to third. He is called safe, and then for some stupid reason, they decide to challenge that call, and it's not even close. Like, just an absurd waste of a challenge. Atlanta, fire your replay guy. And they would get out of the inning anyway on that Alvarez swing and a miss. So, Mets 3-0. You know what? Actually, Juan Soto says, let's make it 5-0 because Carlos Carrasco just threw me the easiest home run ball of all time. Great catch by that fan out there. But not a great start for former Met cookie Carrasco on the hill. They got the flip-flop out, and Brandon Nimmo wants to keep things going, so he ropes that one out into center field. Harris picks it up, tosses it back in. That's going to be a stand-up double for Brandon. The Mets just putting the hurt on the Braves early in this game, and Jeff McNeil, not stopping yet, ropes that one down the line into right field, out to the wall. That'll bring Nimmo home and get the Mets up to 6-0. Great start. Look at that ice cream. Why the fuck did I say that? David Peterson strikes out someone. Nacho Alvarez, that's who it was that struck out. And then Profar kind of just rolls that one into center field, which gets the runner all the way over from first to third. So look at that. The Braves actually doing something as Matt Olson strikes out, and they get a stolen base on a kind of failed hit and run, I guess you could say. Now here's Ozuna. He's going to take a walk on a 3-1 count. That low changeup missed, and now Ozzy Albies, he's going to ground one over to Beatty, who bobbles it a little bit but makes the play, preventing any runs from scoring. Heading into the fourth, Mets still up 6-0, and well, we'll see how that goes. A 4-pitch walk to Murphy starts off the top of the fourth for David Peterson. That's his second walk of the day, I believe. And then Michael Harris, the second, will poke one through the hole out to Juan Soto and right to put runners on first and second. Still nobody out. Eli White's about to change that, though, as he strikes out on 3 pitches. He was practically the Mets' savior this inning. Nacho Alvarez Jr., though, that's going to be another 4-pitch walk to load up the bases and bring up Nick Allen, who destroys the Mets for some reason. That's a full count walk. Which brings in Atlanta's first run of the game. No longer a shutout. Mets still up 6-1 until Profar lines this one down the third base side all the way out to the wall. Nimmo gets to it, throws it back in, but that will be a bases clearing double. Atlanta showing signs of life now as the score is 6-4. Matt Olson, guess what? Full count walk to put a runner back on first base. And Carlos Mendoza has seen enough. He's going to the bullpen for our old friend Reed Garrett. Up against Marcell Ozuna, he's going to give up a little bloop single right in no man's land in the outfield. That's going to get another run home. It's now 6-5 Mets. Still just one out. Ozzy Albies up next. He'll strike out, actually. Thanks, Blue. Bit of a gift. Probably clipped to the corner, but regardless, we take those. We do not take those. That's another walk from Reed Garrett. Murphy loads the bases to bring up Michael Harris the second. 1-1 count. It's a grand slam. He hit a grand slam. What the fuck? So, when I said the other day that the 7th inning of that Brewers game on Saturday was like the most upsetting inning of baseball I'd ever seen, this definitely takes the cake. Hey, there's Eli White striking out again. So the 4th inning is finally over. as the Mets give up 9 runs and blow a 6-run lead. And then Pete Alonso is going to get thrown out at the plate by, quite frankly, a beautiful throw by Eli White. Just kind of amazing that 3-2 count. He was running from second base and still got absolutely hosed at the plate. Pete Alonso, not very fast. I think we've all known this for a while. That's Juan Soto striking out in the bottom of the 5th with runners on first and second. Full count. Just couldn't get it done there. And now here's Paul Blackburn, who honestly I forgot even existed, to be honest. And that's a 2-run shot from Ozuna on a really bad curveball. If a good curveball is the Uncle Charlie, I think Blackburn just threw him Grandpa Chuck. And yeah, that was it. The game was effectively over after the 4th inning. There was no coming back from that. Atlanta evens up the series. We got one more game left. Jesus Christ, that sucked.